Hey guys, I'm Alastair from Trail and Kale, and this is my Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 review. If you're not familiar with Trail and Kale yet, we're a website designed to help you run your best, and that's through our running shoe reviews, just like this one, free training plans, and running 101 advice as well. We also talk about nutrition on there, hence the Kale. Let's start by addressing who the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 is actually designed for. Well, it's designed as an affordable race day shoe. It doesn't feature a carbon fiber plate. Instead, it's swapped that out for a nylon plate, which is more affordable, maybe not quite as propulsive as a carbon fiber plate, but still very good. That makes these shoes a lot more flexible in all directions than you would get from a carbon fiber plate, and this nylon plate is actually winged, which I'll go into in just a moment. But it's really for any runner who wants a super versatile shoe at a very affordable price. That means you can use this shoe for daily training runs and speed training sessions, including tempo runs and interval sessions. If you're enjoying this review, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. So this affordable package really does promise a lot. And let me tell you this, it delivers. The Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 is a fantastic running shoe. Now, before I get into my performance review, I'm just going to very quickly go over some of the key statistics and features about this shoe and what they actually mean to you on your run. First off, they're $170, like I said before. For that price, you're getting a hell of a lot of shoe, and I'm going to go into that in just a moment, but that's a very affordable price, believe it or not, for a running shoe like this. I've been reviewing shoes lately, like the Nike Alpha Fly 3, for example, which goes up to $285, and the Hoka Cielo X1 behind me, which is around $275. So at the top end, you get a super race day shoe, but for $170 here, you also get a race day shoe that allows you to do training runs very efficiently too. How do they fit and feel? Well, they run true to size, so I'd recommend going with your usual sizing. There is plenty of room in there, so if you are on the bottom end of your current sizing, you may want to go down a half size. But if you've got wide feet, then go with your usual sizing. These will cater to your feet shape as well. I've just gone with my usual sizing on these ones that were sent to me by Saucony. They feel really great. There's plenty of room in there, but the upper cinches down and creates a really nice hugging fit on my feet because of a lacing system, which I'll go into in just a moment. So fit and feel, they fit true to size. They feel absolutely amazing, and that's due to this upper and also the midsole, which I'll go into shortly. The Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 then is using Speedroll technology, which is the design and combination of foams in the midsole, which allow you to have a really nice smooth transition from heel landing to toe off. The reason for that is so that you get a nice, smooth, efficient run over longer distances. Your feet and legs will really thank you for technologies like this. The foam in the midsole is Power Run PB foam, and that foam feels awesome. It's got a really great balance between cushioning and also response. I would say it's slightly more on the responsive side of the balance, tipping the scales there towards the response and speed, but there's plenty of cushioning in there too. And then finally on the midsole, I mentioned it before, there's a nylon plate, which you can see here. And on the other side. This nylon plate is winged, which means it spans out at the forefoot, giving you more stability when you're running. I really like how that feels. They do certainly feel like a stable shoe, even though they're not a stability shoe or supportive shoe. But that nylon plate does give you extra stability on the run, and you definitely feel it. They have an 8mm drop from heel to toe. That's 36mm at the heel and 28mm off the ground at the toe. And then finally on the key specs, they weigh 8.5 ounces, which is very lightweight for a running shoe at $170. That's another reason it's a super quick shoe for training and racing. All right, well, good job guys, you've made it to my performance review. Hopefully my explanation of those key specifications is helpful. I like to explain what all the jargon means for you and your run, because it's important when I go over my performance review so that we can check in to see if those features actually do perform well on the run. The Endorphin Speed 4 then is really an amazing shoe. It's fantastic, in fact. I've been really happy with how it's been performing on the run. I am going to be hanging on to these shoes because there's definitely space in my rotation of training shoes for this running shoe. I'm lucky enough to have quite a few super shoes. You can see some of them behind me now, which I would choose over this one for racing, but they're super expensive and I don't expect everyone to be able to get hold of those shoes for that very reason. So I'm really excited that Saucony is actually offering a shoe for $170, which performs exceptionally well for that price. This is an extremely viable option for those who don't want to pay up the top end price for a running shoe, and I totally understand that. It's a lot of money. A shoe like this for $170, it's super comfortable, it's very responsive on the run, and the upper is very breathable as well, so temperature regulation within the shoe, because the extra space in there as well, is excellent. So your feet don't end up getting hot on the run. There's plenty of space in there for your feet to expand if it is a hot day and you are running intensely. And the upper has a very nice traditional lacing system, which does an excellent job of creating a nice supportive fit around your feet. The tongue is also very stretchy. And it's a tongue that doesn't slip down. It stays in place really well, and it's super cushioned too. So there's so much about this running shoe that I love, and I've been finding it really hard to find anything that I don't like. I can see some people out there might feel like there's not quite enough cushioning in these running shoes, but to be honest, cushioning does come at a cost. It means you're not going to get as much of a versatile running shoe. You might be better off for long training runs or daily jogs with more cushioning. But if you want a shoe that's good for racing, you need to be responsive over cushioned. Having a balance is great, but tipping the scale towards being more responsive is better. That also makes the shoe versatile enough to be a very good training partner. Whether you do tempo training runs or even interval speed sessions, this shoe does it all. And another point is, if you're training in a shoe for speed and then you go and use your same shoe for your race day, you're familiar with it. You're going to feel confident going into your race. You've been running in your shoes lots. You know how they're going to feel over marathon distance or anything below that. So I really like that about this shoe, that you can use it for speed training, daily jogs, but also racing too. And that makes it even better value for money for $170, because you get a shoe you're going to put a lot of miles in. This midsole is going to be able to handle those miles. It's going to stay responsive for a long time because it's power run PP foam, and you're going to get a lot of use out of it. And that's really what most people want out of a reliable running shoe, isn't it? You want to be able to get lots of miles out of your shoe, so it needs to be durable, and you want to be able to take it on as many different types of training sessions and races as possible. And that includes different distances, by the way. I touched on that earlier before, but yes, you can take this on 5K races or training runs, all the way up to marathon, and you're going to be happy with how it feels. That's really it for my Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 review. I really can't find that much bad about it. Is it worth $170 then? Well, I think it's pretty obvious from this review that, in my opinion, this is an incredible shoe for $170. It's certainly worth it. It's hugely versatile. You can wear it in your training and also for races. I think it looks awesome. This super bright orange colorway might not be for everyone, but I'm not just talking about the colorway. I love the silhouette of the shoe and the geometry. I just feel like it looks aggressive, but not too bulky as well. It just looks like a really attractive running shoe. I'd love to know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. Have you run in the Endorphin Speed 4 before, or a previous version of it for that matter? Do you like the look of it? Let me know in the comments. Well, thanks for watching this Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 review. I really hope you enjoyed it, and it gave you some insights into whether this running shoe is going to be for you. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.